Hello, welcome to Ali Crochet. Today I will show you how to crochet an emotional support shrimp. So this is my materials. I'm using a Tulip brand 6mm pointed crochet hook, tapestry needle, and this safety eye, pair of scissors, and an orange yarn acrylic. So to start, we are going to make a slip stitch in chain of up to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now slip stitch into 2 loops. So you are going to insert here, and as you can see here, you have 2 loops on top of your crochet hook. Then you grab your working yarn and slip stitch again into the next 2 loops, slip stitch in there all the way across until you have reached 1 stitch left in here. This is 3 slip stitch, 4 slip stitch, 5 slip stitch, and 6 slip stitch. Now you have chain 1 left in here. What you're going to do is chain 1 first, and then put 3 single crochet into the last stitch. So 1, 2, and 3. Now chain 1, turn your work, single crochet in each of the following 3 stitches, 2 and 3. Chain 1, turn your work. Now put 2 single crochet in each of the following 3 stitches, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, and 2. You should have a total of 6 stitches. Now chain 1 and turn your work. Now from row 4 to row 9, you are going to single crochet in each of the following 6 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So this is the row 4. Now continue doing this until you reach the row 9, and I'll meet you there. So once you reach your row 9, you're going to chain 2, turn your work, yarn over, and using a back loop only, put half double crochet into that first back loop, yarn over, and half double crochet into the next stitch, back loop only, and single crochet into the next stitch, single crochet into the next stitch, slip stitch into the next stitch, and slip stitch into the next stitch. Chain 1, turn your work and slip stitch into the next stitch. Skip the next stitch, chain 1 into the next stitch, skip the next stitch, yarn over, half double crochet into the next, yarn over and put half double crochet into the last stitch, chain 2, turn your work, yarn over and half double crochet into the back loop only again. We are working in back loop only all the time until we finish our work. So half double crochet here in the first stitch, then half double crochet into the next stitch, single crochet into the next stitch, and slip stitch into the last stitch. Remember, we are just working in the back loop only. Now chain 1, turn your work, slip stitch on that back loop on the first stitch, single crochet into the next stitch. Now skip the next stitch, and into the last stitch you have to put the half double crochet. So yarn over, insert the hook into the last back loop stitch, grab the yarn and pull through, chain 2, turn your work. Now this time, working on the back loop still, we're going to put 1 half double crochet, 1 single crochet into the next stitch, and slip stitch into the next stitch, chain 1, turn your work. Again, back loop only, slip stitch into that first stitch, single crochet into the next stitch, half double crochet into the next stitch, chain 2, turn your work. Now again, half double crochet into the first stitch, single crochet into the next stitch, and slip stitch into the last stitch, chain 1, then turn your work. This time we're going to work on the both loops. Insert your hook into the first 2 loops there and slip stitch. Insert your hook into the next stitch and slip stitch, then chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. Yarn over twice. This is called a treble crochet. Insert your hook in that same stitch and do your treble crochet. Now chain 3 again, 1, 2, and 3, and slip stitch on that same stitch, then slip stitch into the last stitch, chain 1, and you can cut your yarn. For the sewing you have to at least leave an allowance. Like, now pull all the yarn through and make 2 of this, because we are going to put the 2 pattern together, or the 2 applique together. So go ahead and make another, and I'll meet you once we are going to connect the 2 pieces. Now using your safety eye, you're going to put here in your project and then burn it to make it more secure. Just like that. So now go ahead and sew both project, and once you're done with this on the upper side, and then go here in your tail and sew it also until you reach your halfway, and then put your stuffing and close your work. Just sew it in each of the following stitches. Just like that. Do not close your project all the way unless you put the stuffing. Continue sewing. And also do not overstuff your project once you reach here in the tail, because it's not really that good if you overstuffed it. Just enough to give a little bump, like, you know, a normal shrimp. It's really good to have a bamboo stick, or a, you know, the one that they use in corn dog. It's really nice to have this. It's easy for you to insert your stuffing. It helps you work a little bit. So now continue closing this, and I'll meet you here at the end. So once you reach here in the bottom part, or in the tail part, you are going to press it to make it flatten here, just like that. And sew it again in the center of both tail. You see what I mean? To make it look like that, separated. And here is the shrimp. So this one you can just make it equal size, or make it the equal length. And if you have a stiffener, you can use that as well, just like what I have here, fabric stiffener. Just gonna put it here to make it stiffen, to make it look like a antenna or whisker, or I don't know what's that called. So Thank you again for watching on my video tutorial for today, and see you again on my next vlog. And by the way, as you can see, acrylic yarn has a lot of fiber here. You can go ahead and just burn it to make it look cleaner, but be careful not to burn your project as well. This is Ali Crochet. Thank you and bye. And here it is.